Last time.
Now back to the show.
What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping my control. What's going on? I can't take
it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
If you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world except living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? And make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
In that case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling idea?
Hey,
Ordeal. It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on the scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
Shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you want to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the blackened punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some for the fun for later. I can't English. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Hey, how you doing, mama? Let me whisper in your ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. ... It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
so...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she wants to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why the hell do you mean all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their debts? I could never do that. No, I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon and Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile. By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. Oh, a wire fell. Anyway, how did you know I talked to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. It's been almost a month since I saw Sayaka die, and it still fucking hurts. Ah!
And holy shit! We'll always love you. I can't believe you did this to me. God damn it! How could you do this to me?
Oh, Christ. What the fuck? That was only chapter 1? You received a spare bat present. Yes, I'd like to save. Oh, Christ. Yeah. Back in this room where she was. Well, they cleaned up the place at least. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Her last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us. Oh, I almost forgot. Since this class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why I did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream. I had to accept the reality of it all. I head back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
So,
Are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like you said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom. Oh my fucking god, Ishimura. Ishimaru.
Hey, come on.
When... Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? When Mondo, the dude that punched me halfway across a room, says something's fucked up, you know you did something bad. You did something bad. My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough staying there knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Cheer up, getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here. Yeah, sure. The cure to depression is just cheering up. Thanks, Aoi.
You got it.
So everyone, just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better? Yeah, for once I'm actually agreeing with Togami. We're already working together and yet Song was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one will take place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which is supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced in providing for every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath, defying them may be too great of a risk.
So then,
What are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No,
What?
I can't take it.
I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean? What does she mean?
It's because...
Oh, that's what she meant. Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But...
So,
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you want, is it?
so it would seem.
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame, not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happening. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we had refused. In the end, it was Monokuma ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct at the mastermind.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide.
Hold on. Don't see you? Who could that be referring to?
Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be
Ugh.
well aware of your actions.
As if he wasn't bad enough, he started making puns.
Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
What was that? What was that about just now? Was he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with me.
That piece of shit. Who does he think he is? And so, the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. That was a day? Yeah, I guess it was a day. Sheesh. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in this little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down.
What the fuck?
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Doesn't this feel just great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy. I just realized, Monokuma's a robot, right? How the fuck is he sweating? You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff, that's my motto. Well, I sound pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die for in writhing agony for?
So?
Why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't to just make us exercise. Wow, she looks pissed. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise?
Hey!
If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you don't keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the Assassin's Fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, the power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter, just get to the point. Do you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Of course not. You think I have the kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then... I'd like to make an announcement. Makoto Neji is a bitch-ass motherfucker. Nah, I'm kidding. Every time you overcame a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open. Every time. Fuck my life. Why can't I read? I'm fucking studying for creative writing at a master's degree level, and yet I can't even read basic comprehension. Ugh. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the heck?
A whole new world? Shining, shimmering, splendid?
you guys?
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated.
Very nice.
So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But, a new world?
Could it be?
Is he talking about a way to get outside? Probably not.
I wonder about that.
That seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know till we look.
Hey,
Whatever it means, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay then, let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
Got it!
More like a staple food choice. Staple food choice. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words at the signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. I guess I gotta do the same. Oh, it's Hero.
What the heck?
Hey Makoto, did you see what's inside the display case? Bad, this is super bad, man. What are you talking about? I didn't notice anything. All that weird in there. I didn't notice anything all that weird in there. Sure, to the untrained eye it's nothing, but this is awful. A bad, awful, terrible trap.
You're serious?
That stuff you seen lined up there? Any god could come by and use it to send a message. Huh? I've been struck with knowledge. It's an ill omen of total devastation and ruin.
Let me out of here!
Let me out. I have no idea what he's talking about, so maybe I'll just leave him alone. Let's take a look though. Inside the display case are trophies and other items. Winning championships and stuff probably came naturally to anyone going to school here, but this ain't a school. Alright, which way am I even supposed to... Oh. Makoto, look! The gate blocking the stairs is gone. It would seem a path to the second floor has opened up.
You hear me?
What's also of utmost importance is to double check the areas we already know about, just in case.
Without a doubt.
Aren't I so clever to think of that? I really impress myself sometimes.
You understand?
Well, I'll leave the school to you. Well, I guess I should double check. Oh. I guess I'll just go upstairs then. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what we want to come meant by a new world? Obviously. If so, what's up there? Only one way to find out. This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. Well, it looks nice.
I see.
This must be what he meant by a new world. I should probably take a real close look around. Doesn't look like there's anything in here though. Actually, hold on. Let's check the clock. No, it's pointless, but I can't stop looking at the clock. Even if the time was wrong, I wouldn't have any way of knowing. I really don't like that. Ah, guess it's a good thing I did look at the clock. That's that first classroom. Guess the way up is still blocked. The gate's blocking my way, so there's still another floor. Which means not everything is opened up yet. You know, I have a feeling that the mastermind behind this might be at the top floor. And if it's the case that each of the floors open up with every single trial, could be the masterminds at the top and will be like, ha ha ha, you found me, now join me in my plan, or I'm gonna kill you, or now you see that there's no escape and that's the ultimate despair and then I kill you anyway, or something, I don't know. Ah, everyone's in the library. What a bunch of nerds. It's remarkably dusty in here, and the lighting is less than ideal. For a library, it's not the kind of place I'd want to do much reading in. I'm absolutely shocked. How come? They have all these books here, not one copy of any of my works. Well, yeah, why would they have comics in the library? Plus, most fanfics is just drawn by a bunch of amateurs. You just don't get it. Not at all. With a face like yours, anyone can tell nothing you do is worthwhile. Jesus Christ, man. Say whatever you want about me, but never judge a book by its author.
You know nothing.
Now hear this, appearances mean nothing at all. What you see before you is nothing more than the rind that contains the meaty pulp of my genius. My creations are what determine my meaning and value. You're so full of it. I'm used to being misunderstood. You think weak attacks like yours will drop my HP? These two really worry me. But still, this library is most interesting. Huh? What's interesting about it?
Stop talking.
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud. The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. Looks like this library has been neglected for a pretty long time. Although it's a prestigious high school, they've been pretty careless about keeping it nice. Okay. That actually messes with a hypothesis I had. This girl here, Kyoko, knows way too much about this situation, and I had a feeling beforehand that she was a student before, but she didn't vote, and so she got put here. Either that or someone else didn't vote and they died. Whatever. Basically, I have a feeling that she was in another class that failed and all of them either escaped or died except for her, which puts her here. But if that's the case, she looks about the same age as the rest of us, and if it was the case that at least she's been through at least one of the trials, then probably someone would have come up here before. And at least did something with the library, which wouldn't require it to be so dusty. Then again, I'm just hypothesizing. I could be completely wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. You must be pretty happy to have all these books around, huh, Toko? Not particularly. Nothing's really caught my attention so far. Indeed, there's a plethora of books, it's true, but the content seems lacking.
Nothing.
Where's the comic books? Where's the young adult section? Comic books? Young adult? That stuff's a waste of time. Isn't romance young adult? I see what you're right, Miss Fukua. Talented as you are, your stuff isn't any more worthwhile. My stories are filled with true love and pure feelings. Don't compare them to that garbage of yours. Your writing doesn't even mean anything, it's just a bunch of jumbled up letters. Someone should burn it all. Oh, the lady doth protest too much, methinks. I bet you're secretly into boy oh boy action. Boy oh boy? I don't care if it's anime or comics or fanfic or whatever. It's all filth. Throwaway culture that'll be trashed and forgotten in half a decade. Yeah, just talking about it makes me sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. You've insulted me! You've insulted my honor! These two are really starting to freak me out. I've never seen anything like it. Brother. Alright. There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Thick layer of desk on top of the desk. What the fuck? It looks like this library has been neglected for a pretty long time. As nice as the school itself is, whoever's in charge of the upkeep has been pretty lazy, strange. You know, or they don't really care about it. So it's packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly... yeah. Oh, another Koopa coin. Alright, let's check the letter. Shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Hope's Peak Academy.
Indeed.
It's buried under a thick layer of dust. Must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? We shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what it's inside. Okay. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. The full paper read what was written there. From Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but the serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official government authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed.
It would seem.
Hope's Peak had stopped functioning as a school, and judging by the amount of dust the lad collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say the letter could be at least a year old. So you're saying this Hope's Peak Academy closed down at least a year ago? Most likely. The mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? And you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked up stuff up online about the school and never saw anything about this.
So in other words,
That must have been all part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people who could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
However,
If it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. That would be a nice, simple solution. It's true. But then, what about this other part? This decision was not an easy one to make, but the serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. What do they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
no.
If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say any more until we find more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. Mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Probably not. Or...
Danganronpa.